Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
This video is our Big Brother Canada Episode 1 reaction from Season 8. We are here. Big Brother Canada season has finally arrived. We no longer have to needlessly speculate about things we don't know because we can actually see the show and all get egg on our faces for our predictions and have fun. And you know,
I'm already regretting one of mine.
Well, the thing about these first episodes for Big Brother Canada especially, I wish that they were longer, is that you really don't get that good of a sense as to who anyone is in terms of where they stand in the house, what the gameplay is. I'm just like, I'm watching people in rooms together and trying to draw some assumptions based on that. But we have a few different nuggets that we can talk about in terms of personalities, but then also this first challenge, how we feel about the end result of that. Spoiler alert, I am happy. Give me all the Min Lee.
Absolutely.
Min Lee is going to be tremendous on Big Brother Canada this season. I'm calling that right now.
Oh yeah, she is. There's a lot of really big personalities that are in there this season, and they are going to be entertainment gold. And
yeah.
She is one of them.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to be good at the game, but she's going to be good at making me produce compelling content in terms of the live feed.
She's going to be so much fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Well, we'll talk about this episode. Before we dive in any further, if you do like this video, give us a like and definitely subscribe because we have a lot of stuff coming. More episode reactions, live feed updates. We'll discuss some interviews that we're going to have throughout the season. This is going to be hopefully a really fun Big Brother Canada. All right. First major question. Did we need to see Kyle's chest hair?
Well, why not? I mean, we're going to see everything with the live feeds anyway.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so this season starts off, we learn about the big comic book theme. It's going to be 12 weeks. It's a particularly long season of Big Brother Canada. I'm fine with this. It's basically meaning by the time Big Brother Canada is over, can you imagine the very next day? I mean, I can't think of the calendar in my head exactly, but it would be kind of funny if in maybe like 2 or 3 days after Big Brother Canada ending, the cast list comes out for Big Brother 22.
Oh my goodness, it'll just be months and months and months of Big Brother. It would be so good.
Yeah, my hair, like what's left of my hair will be just like falling out of the side of my face by the time we get to the end of I actually think there'll be still a little bit of a break in between. But yeah, it's going to be a longer season. Let's talk about the players though. Superficially, let's take out everything we said pre-game. If you were I know that's going to be fun to do. If you were just watching this episode alone, who would you have been gravitating towards? Who would you have really liked?
I think I would be still gravitating towards Vanessa a lot. I really liked seeing her, the little bit that we got to see of everybody. I still really like her. I think her energy is really good. She's really positive. She's very social. I think she's going to go really far in this game.
I do too, and she also gave me the line of the episode where she and Min Lee are having this conversation, and Min Lee is just like complimenting her, and she says, "What is your job? Seduce people?" I don't know, that made me laugh so hard, but I think she's off the cuff enough that she can be really, really funny, but she's not so off the cuff that she's gonna be like a total wild card, and no one's gonna know what she's gonna do at any moment.
And I think because she is so small, she's very petite, but very athletic, I think people are going to underestimate her, and I'm hoping for that.
I mean, at least we don't have to be afraid about her being in danger right now. Vanessa, you're fine. I will say this, as much as I enjoyed a lot of Big Brother Canada in the premiere week, I hate the fact that we are going to lose somebody effectively by the time the live feeds begin, which will probably be after tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, it really sucks that we have this kind of twist where we have to vote on people before we've ever really seen them. We've only really seen them in the interviews, and everybody's kind of on their best behavior in the interviews. I mean, even Nico was saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be really subdued, and I'm going to be really..." And he just like burst into this house just like, "And I'm here, and how's it going?" I was like, "Oh wow, that lasted like a second."
Yeah, the pregame stuff's always wrong, and that's why it's bad that we have to vote on that. It's bad we're going to lose somebody who will probably never be on the live feeds. It's bad ultimately that this is going to play out this way where they have to make decisions in the amount of time that they do, given, what is going on here. It's just, there's a lot of stuff I don't really like about the very, very start of this. I think I've been hanging out with Jason a lot lately. We've been doing videos. We've been making Hannibal references. My memory palace of Big Brother Canada is being able to actually watch the feeds from the beginning, but that's probably not ever going to happen. But I'm with you. I liked Vanessa a lot in this episode. I think she had a lot of energy, positivity, fun. I mean, I've already talked about her at least 3 times, but I was so much more in on Min Lee in this episode than I was pre-game. Not because I think she's going to be altogether, like, super likable, but I like villains who know that they're villains and act like, and it kind of suggested like she was possibly going to do that, but you never know until they're in there.
No, you never know, and it is still real early.
Yeah.
I mean, we barely got to see anything, but she definitely hasn't hid that that's the way she's going to roll in this game, so I mean, it's an interesting strategy. Usually people who are villains and know that they're villains don't usually just come in. They're like, wah! They kind of they play it a little more cool, and then they're kind of manipulating behind the scenes. So this is a sort of character type that I've never really seen on a show before, so I'm really excited about it.
We also have this weird conversation in this episode between Jamar and Min Lee, and I come out of that being like, do you guys like each other? Do you hate each other? Like, I really have no idea what they actually felt about each other after that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. It seemed like at first it was kind of going well, and then by the end of it, Jamar's just, I'm done with you.
It just, like, I think these two are probably the biggest personalities on the entire season, and just, it's either going to go really, really well for the two of them, or they're going to hate each other in, like, episode 2, which could also go really, really well for us as viewers.
Yep.
Especially because we know the results of that first part of the challenge. Min Lee and Jamar not going to be evicted this week pending some sort of big surprise.
No, yeah, it is either going to be that they're going to go really far together, or they're really going to hate each other. So we're going to see how it rolls. Or it could be a little bit of both. It could start out in rolling into we don't like each other, and then maybe in a showmance by the end of it.
Oh boy. There's so many different surprises that this season could end up bringing us. And like, just, there were little things. Like, there was at one point I saw Vanessa and Min Lee and Chris all in sort of a similar room that they're just people being around each other. I look at this like, all right, you guys just work together, bring me a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of fun people who could play a big role. Let's talk for a second about Chris, because he's
my guy from Markham.
Yeah.
I'm also from Markham. I was also born in Markham, and pre-game I was like, oh no, Chris is a little strange. And then I saw him in the house. I'm like, he is still a little strange, but I can't not root for him because he's from my hometown.
If we lose Chris before the feeds go up, this will be an incredible, incredible tragedy, because I want to see Chris try to, like, hypnotize someone. I couldn't even think of the word. Maybe he hypnotized me. I want to see this go.
Maybe he's hypnotized me before the show. Is just like, I'm no on Chris, and now I'm just like, I really need him to stick around a little bit.
Yeah, I need to see that happen. I need to see hypnosis. I need to see, see things go very badly maybe for Chris, who, by the way, he seemed to be, like, really high on himself during this challenge, and then just total as it went along.
A little bit of humiliation. It's all right.
It's Big Brother.
It was nice to see both the guys go out first.
Yeah, so really, to reset a little bit of this twist, we knew entering the premiere that, okay, you're going to be voting for people who you like, and you want to get behind them, and the people who had the lowest amount of votes were ultimately Suzanne, Nico, Chris, Min Lee. I'm not surprised, really, by any of them, just by virtue of not all of them had the most memorable packages. I mean, Nico, I know not everybody liked Nico pre-game, Min Lee. Nobody really wants to vote for people who are going to say that they're going to be villains, so I'm not shocked.
Yeah, and Chris was a little bit odd, like I said. He's a little strange, so I think it's hard to kind of connect with someone who's strange, and I'm a little worried about him still anyways, even if he stays in the game. Like, I just don't know what the connections are going to be for him.
And I'm looking at the other 3 people who still have to compete. And while I don't like this idea that, your fate on the nomination block is dependent solely on challengeability, at least it seems like they're getting an array of challenges. Yep. We have Suzanne, Nico, and Chris all still currently there with very little information. Who do you want to see stay?
Chris.
Okay.
I can't not root for him, Markham. You guys will hear this all season long. Well, actually, probably for just the next week, because Chris is probably going.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be a long time. Chris, maybe Chris will hypnotize all of them and he'll win the season. But I'm not feeling that great. I mean, the thing is, I want Chris to stay as well. I'm kind of between Nico and Suzanne in my head right now as to which one I would rather be the first one gone. I mean, I feel like I have seen variations of them as players before on past seasons, so I'm not gonna be crushed right now if either one of them is evicted, but maybe that will change because maybe one of them will have a really disastrous campaign that goes on.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes because, Nico had said before he went in that he was going to be really all cool and calm and collected and, like, totally the opposite of his personality, and that has not happened so far, so I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to win everybody over, but there's a lot of really big, loud personalities, so he may be in good company.
He could be, and this is the thing that's going to suck, regardless of who goes. There's going to be some huge campaign that goes on in the house. There's going to be mad scrambling.
Yep.
And because of this 2-night premiere structure, there's going to be like 1,000 things we don't see. And then on the live feeds, they're going to reference all of it. And we're going to be confused for about a month.
It's true.
That happens almost all the time, especially with Big Brother Canada. But, you know, I will stop complaining about the premiere structure of this eventually, maybe. Let's talk about lying about your job, or not being upfront about your job.
Yeah, the job that I was the most surprised about was Sheldon's, because he is athletic. Obviously, he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
And then decided to lie about his job and keep himself working at a gym. So either way, I understand, like, being a professional athlete is probably more scary than somebody who's professionally working out at a gym or being a professional trainer or something like that. But if you don't really know a lot about that, like I don't know anything about working out, you'll never catch me working out. I like to not work out. But if I came into the house and there was somebody who was like, oh, I work at a gym, or I'm a wrestler, or I'm an ice skater, or anything that's athletic. Oh, I love mountain climbing. To me, it would all be in the same group. You are someone who is athletic. And then you're going to be out there probably working out in the backyard or whatever. They're going to have the gym this year, which is usually in the backyard. But you never know. Sometimes they change up the house. And you're going to know that he's athletic. So to me, I was a little bit surprised that he didn't try to move it in a different direction to take away a little bit with that. So then when people see him working out, yeah, he works out. I can see he works out. Okay, everybody here is working out. But it's not as threatening as, I work at the gym.
I think, I feel like it's probably a situation where he doesn't want people to think that athletics are his career, because he talked about maybe going back to school. I mean, that's probably my thinking, but let's just throw this out here as a possibility, because if you are, like, a part of it thinks to me, it's almost a good thing to say you're a wrestler, just because it's an instant icebreaker. People will be like, what's your wrestling name? What's your signature? Like, these are questions I would want to know. And I mean, I'm somebody I haven't watched pro wrestling in a long time, but I liked it a lot back in the days of like WCW. Like, I would ask him questions.
Too.
Yeah, like I would want to know stuff like this. So I don't know what Sheldon's long game is. Maybe he'll tell more people over time. Michael's lie about him working, was it like a yoga store or something like that?
Yeah, it was strange because I don't think anybody's really going to believe it unless he's like somehow very much researched this.
Yeah.
It felt almost like I don't want to talk about what I'm doing, so I'll throw out something really ridiculous like I'm a dog cuddler or whatever, right? That people just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing with Michael, some of it is, he's in the armed forces, he is an infantryman, and I think he probably is worried that while people would honor and respect his service, that it would also eventually be seen as a target, because who's going to take away money from someone who's fighting for their country?
Absolutely. I don't want to be sitting at the end with him.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing that's probably a part of it, but it's an interesting discussion to have, because you need a full-on backstory, and, much like you would not see you in the gym, you would not see me doing yoga. I have the balance. I was once told I have the balance of like a 4 or 5-year-old by an actual medical professional. So with that in mind, I don't know. I don't want to generalize yogis and say it's all about poses and namaste, because I don't know. But Michael, if he's going to talk about yoga, he better have more yoga knowledge than like I have or I will ever have in my life.
I don't think that this lie is going to stick around very long. I honestly don't. Yeah. It feels like something he just decided at the last minute to throw out and was just like, I work at this, and I've got all the stretchy pants in the world.
Yeah.
Come see me if you want some. But yeah, no, I think this is gonna be out in the house in like a week or less.
The ultimate conclusion I think we can make here is that it's a fun first episode. There's a lot of interesting characters.
I like the comic book theme.
Yeah, the comic book theme is really fun. I think the house looks really great. I think the house always looks great for this show, though. But we have a good foundation set for the season. Let's just hope come episode 2 we don't find out about the existence of some big bro alliance. It's just going to take over and make this whole thing into just like it's as slow as possible. But, all right. What did you guys think about Big Brother Canada Season 8, Episode 1? Who are you rooting for? Let us know in the comments. And if you did like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking that link in the description to the CARTERMATT store. And we'll see you here next time.